from a mysterious penalty to South Africans showboating. These are the tricks banned from football forever. Starting with one of the most controversial penalty kicks in Premier League history. In 2017, the Premier League match between Leicester and Manchester made the headlines for all the wrong reasons. During the game, Riyad Mahrez thought he had scored the equalizer from the penalty spot, but the referee brutally ruled it out. Now, this looked like a perfectly good spot kick, but there was something wrong. Mahrez had broken a rule. Fast forward 6 years. A similar thing happened in a match between Fulham and Newcastle. Fulham striker Alexander Mitrovic thought he had scored from the penalty spot, but the referee canceled it because of the same bizarre rule.
What?
So when I dug into why the goals were disallowed, I discovered something interesting. According to the guidelines, touching the ball more than once while taking a penalty is considered an offense. So when Mahrez and Mitrovic slipped, they kicked the ball against their other foot, which is why the goals were canceled. But if this rule doesn't annoy you, wait till you see the South African trick that has been banned. You've probably seen clips like these before. It's called the Cassiflava, and it originated in South Africa. But as cool and entertaining as this is, FIFA seems to have a problem with it, especially when a player does this. Sorry, I meant this. According to the rules, standing on the ball while it's in play is considered illegal, and should a player do it, the referee has the right to blow for a foul. But at number 12, a skill move got a player banned from football. In the early 2000s, many Brazilian talents took European football by storm. We had the likes of Ronaldinho, Rivaldo, and Ronaldo de Lima, all superstars at their respective clubs. But while these Samba boys were tearing it up in Europe, their compatriot, Carolan, made a name for himself back home. He invented a skill in which he bounced the ball on his head while running past defenders. This move became an overnight sensation, with fans sharing clips of it around the world. But there was a problem. During a league match between Atlético Mineiro and Cruzeiro, Carolan performed his signature move while his team was winning. But before he got far with the ball, a defender completely took him out. The defender who fouled Carolan was banned from football for 4 months, and to avoid a repeat of this, FIFA banned the trick forever. However, Carolan's move was just a modified version of a skill that had been previously banned. For the unks watching this video, I'm sure many of you remember clips of Ronaldinho and Maradona juggling the ball and resting it on their heads and necks. Kids back then loved these and did the same thing whenever they got the chance to play football. Well, it's called the head and neck stall. But as cool as it might be, it has been banned and will never be seen in a professional football game. But this is just 4 out of 14 tricks that have been banned forever. Trust me, you have to see Neymar's famous battle with FIFA at number 1. But before we get to that, let's visit France to see the most outrageous yellow card in football history. During a match between PSG and Nantes, Marco Verratti received a pass from his goalkeeper. With no good option to pass to, he returned the ball to his goalkeeper. But as soon as the keeper picked up the ball, the referee rushed in and gave Verratti a yellow card. Verratti, his teammates, and everyone else in the stadium wondered what his offense might have been. So I decided to do some research and discovered a rule. However, he wasn't the only player who didn't know about this regulation. With managers encouraging players to press for the ball high up the pitch, it has become normal for defenders to pass the ball back to their goalkeepers, who, depending on how it comes to them, choose to clear the ball or catch it. However, in a match between Inter and AS Roma, Inter won a free kick close to their penalty box. So to avoid being put under pressure, Ivan Perisic flicked the ball and headed it back to his goalkeeper. Upon doing that, the referee blew his whistle and gave him a yellow card, just like it was given to Verratti. This brings me back to the research I did earlier. The rules state that a player should in no way try to manipulate a back pass to the goalkeeper. Once he does, the referee has to blow for a foul and book him for unsportsmanlike behavior. At this point, I think the guys at FIFA invented a phrase to try and ruin football. Because the next trick that has been banned falls into the same unsportsmanlike category. The psychological battle between goalkeepers and players during penalties is usually insane. The players try to trick the goalkeepers while they, in turn, try to put them off their game. We've seen goalies execute successful mind games against Messi. Benzema,
up steps Benzema, and he saved it. He saves it again. So,
and even Cristiano Ronaldo.
Has to score really, and doesn't. Diego Alves with the save, and it stays at 2-0. A defining moment.
But during the 2022 World Cup, Emiliano Martinez took mind games to a whole different level. In the two penalty shootouts Argentina participated in, Martinez was a problem, doing all sorts of things to distract his opponents. Well, it worked, as he made crucial blocks that led to victory in the final. However, after seeing Martinez succeed with his antics, FIFA called an emergency meeting. They concluded that goalkeepers must remain on the line, facing the kicker, between the goalposts, and without touching the crossbar or net until the ball is kicked. They also said that goalkeepers must not behave in a manner that fails to show respect for the game and the opponent by unfairly distracting the kicker. Wow! They might as well put mannequins in place of the keepers. But one thing we can all agree on is that time wasting needs to be banned. When a team is winning a football match, the entire team begins to behave weirdly. You see players taking too long to get up after a foul, goalkeepers taking too long before a goal kick, and some players do silly things just to waste time. This tactic is as old as football, but lately, teams have turned it into a habit of choice. During the 2018 World Cup, the ball was in play for an average of 55 minutes. The same thing happened in the 2022 World Cup with an average of 59 minutes. In all of its wisdom, FIFA figured that adding crazy extra minutes would encourage teams to play, but it only made the situation worse. They even thought about a start-stop clock like the NBA. But that didn't make sense either. So with FIFA out of ideas, the MLS devised a brilliant plan. If players are injured for more than 15 seconds, they will be forced to leave the field for 2 minutes, except for head injuries, goalkeeper injuries, and other serious injuries. Players who are substituted must leave the field within 10 seconds. Otherwise, the player coming in will be delayed for 1 minute. If this works in the MLS, we might finally have a solution to this problem. But as bad as time wasting is, it is nothing compared to the trick that comes next. Football is a winner-takes-all sport. Most of the time, no one really cares how you win. So long as you're not caught, you can get away with anything. This mentality gave birth to Maradona's iconic Hand of God and some deliberate fouls. But we can all agree that diving is one of the worst forms of cheating on a football field. In the past, players would fall in the 18-yard box after very little contact. This often resulted in very soft penalties being awarded. It became so rampant that FIFA instructed referees to issue a yellow card for any player caught diving. However, it didn't stop the players from doing it. It was a risk worth taking, considering the reward of a penalty should the referee buy it. So in 2017, the English FA created a panel to review the numerous diving incidents. After their meeting, they decided that any player caught diving would be banned for 2 matches. Everton's Oumar Niasse became the first victim of this new rule change. However, the introduction of VAR relaxed the rule, as the referees had additional support to catch any potential foul play. But now that we've reached our top 5, you're about to see some banned tricks you didn't even know existed. Let's begin with one of Ronaldinho's favorite moves. Ronaldinho is the undisputed king when it comes to flicks and tricks. He made kids like me and you fall in love with football. Although most of his skills were allowed on the football field, one was banned before he even used it. That's the knee lock. FIFA decided doing that in a professional football match is unsportsmanlike, which is annoying when you visualize Ronaldinho using this skill in an actual game.
No, 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 hell no, no.
But we can all agree that the trick at number 4 should stay banned forever. Many street ballers love to trap the ball with their shirts and flip it around quickly. It looks cool, but imagine if someone did this to a defender in a real game. It would be crazy. So to avoid anyone having funny ideas, FIFA decided you cannot do this in a real match. They said if you attempt to run with the ball like that, your shirt becomes an extension of your hand, which comes with a complimentary yellow card. However, one player tried breaking the shirt catch rule and found out immediately. Players now use it to announce their spouses are pregnant. But at number 3, FIFA banned the greatest free kick in football history. The league match between Coventry and Everton was the hottest topic in 1970. During the game, a free kick was awarded to Coventry, which was played about 25 meters from the goal. While everyone waited for a shot to the post, Willie Carr suddenly gripped the ball between his heels, flicked it into the air, and then this happened. The move took everyone by surprise. It was something that had never been seen on a football field. The next day, the kids started practicing the move, which was awarded the BBC Goal of the Year. But FIFA didn't appreciate this genius move, so they declared an emergency and banned it from football for life.
No, God! No, God, please, no! No! No!
However, a Mexican player modified this technique into his signature move. Blanco would wedge the ball between his heels and leap over tackles. This move became so iconic that it was named the Bunny Hop. Slowly but surely, the officials are killing creativity with all these rules. But I wonder what their reasoning is for banning this next trick. It all began in the match between Barcelona and Athletic Bilbao. With his team already winning, Neymar attempted a rainbow flick, resulting in him being assaulted by the Bilbao players. But instead of punishing the behavior of the Bilbao players, Neymar was criticized for showboating. Then it happened again, this time against Celta de Vigo.
Neymar, I don't think it'll concern him too much.
And Neymar was called out for disrespecting his opponents. In France, Lucas Paqueta was booked when he attempted one, and Neymar was also booked for his rainbow flick against Montpellier. However, this ban hasn't been made official yet, but from the body language of the referees, you know they've been asked to punish players for rainbow flicks. Now that we're at number 1, you are about to witness the time Neymar gave FIFA officials a heart attack. After breaking into the scene at Santos, Neymar immediately became a worldwide sensation. Fans from all over tuned into the Brazilian league just to watch him play.
Neymar. Nossa. O que é isso, hein?
So while chilling with his friends at the club, Neymar made a shocking discovery. He quickly left his buddies and headed straight for the training ground. The result was this. Neymar had hacked penalties, and no keeper in the world could stop him. So after scoring 5 penalties in a row, FIFA called an urgent meeting and banned it from football forever. Still, FIFA might be banning tricks at will, but one thing they can't do is stop Cristiano Ronaldo from buying crazy things. I'm talking about a diamond boot and a wristwatch worth $1.5 million. Click on the next video to see the stupidly expensive things Ronaldo owns.